Roa, the State Bank of Bement in Bement and Monticello. Hennings Equipment Company near Assumption. Jenner Precision at Fairbury and the McLean County Farm Bureau.
News time, 13 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Thursday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded 8 o'clock newscast. The Warner Hospital and Health Services Health Fair is tonight. Kelly Burton with the Warner Hospital and Health Services reminds the health fair is this evening, 5 to 7 p.m., and has been shifted to First Christian Church in Clinton. With almost 50 vendors planned for the event, they hope you'll find everything for your health-related needs.
Absolutely. Our health fair will be next Thursday, May 15th from 5 to 7 p.m. We'll have almost 50 vendors for your health and wellness support needs, different businesses, companies. We're going to have fitness demonstrations from Elevate Fitness and Clinton YMCA. Clinton Fire Truck has agreed to come for the kids. DeWitt County EMS is going to bring one of their ambulances, should it be available for the kids to see.
Vendors will include insurance companies and assisted living centers. Hospital CEO Paul Scourin says you'll also get a preview of the new footprint of the hospital, including the renovated emergency room and the new specialty clinic access.
First of all, an opportunity for the community to see the new footprint, the new ER. If they have an opportunity to walk through the hospital, we won't be able to actually give tours within the ER if we have patients. But the new specialty clinic west side opening, which is so close to actually being open, but we don't have the rails yet to allow people from IDPH regulations, actually walk in. But you'll be able to see that new entrance that within days, the patients will now be able to park on the west side in the new parking lot and enter. So that's part of the new footprint. We want folks to be able to eyeball the new footprint of the hospital and see the expansion. And once again, promote all the services that we do provide as the only hospital in DeWitt County.
Visit the Warner Hospital and Health Services Health Fair again tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. at the First Christian Church in Clinton. Get more information about the event by finding the Warner Hospital on Facebook. While the youth of the area look forward to the annual May Days Festival, don't kid yourself that some of the adults don't enjoy it. That goes for Police Chief Ben Lowers and much of his staff, who will have a strong presence at the annual event in downtown Clinton this weekend.
We look forward to May Days every year. You know what? There's been times I'm gonna self-report and admit that there's been times in my career and years and stuff that we kind of snub our nose or roll our eyes a little bit about the carnival coming to town and the extra work that it causes us and whatnot. But I'll tell you what, right down to the root of it, we have a lot of kids in our town that's the closest thing to Disney World they'll ever see. I try to put myself in their shoes and think about what true excitement that does bring to them, those folks that maybe don't go on a family vacation or don't travel out to Six Flags or the larger state fair or something like that. And the one weekend a year that the carnival comes to Clinton, it is like Disney World coming to town for them. And so, I take a step back and I think about that. And so what extra we have to put into it and the extra hours that we put into security and whatnot, and trying to run a nice, clean, safe event. I appreciate the chamber bringing that to town and providing that for the youth of our community.
You might notice a few more officers on the streets of the downtown area than normal. Chief Lowers notes that's because they have a few officers in training. And again, May Days kicks off tonight through Sunday. Streets in downtown Clinton and the square will be closed off for the annual festival. Learn more by finding the Chamber of Commerce on Facebook. Get news anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Shane here from Highway 51 Exchange, just south of Clinton. Let us service your lawn and garden equipment for spring with our quick turnaround and service specials for free pickup and delivery. Click our icon on DeWittDailyNews.com for details.
Longview Community Bank provides real local ag lending. Vice President and Loan Officer Nate Sams here, asking you to find out the many ag lending products we can offer your farm by clicking our ad on the local news page of DeWittDailyNews.com.
The Clinton Area Chamber of Commerce May Days Festival is May 15th through the 18th. And right now, you can buy your ride coupon at a discount price. Executive Director Janice Peterson here reminding you to save money by purchasing a discounted coupon that's redeemable at the ticket booth at May Days for an armband. Buy your discounted coupon by this Thursday at 3 p.m. at one of these locations: Clinton Chamber of Commerce office, Kirby Foods, Clinton IGA, Big D Food and Liquor, First National Bank and Trust, Heartland Bank and Trust, and DeWitt Savings Bank. See you at Clinton May Days, May 15th through the 18th.
With SRN Sports, I'm Michael Harrington. Let us begin with NBA playoff action. The Indiana Pacers are clubbing Cleveland right now. It's 102-68, and they're in the fourth quarter. The Pacers have a 2-1 advantage in that second round best-of-7 series, and Cleveland desperately wants to even things up. They've got a long way to go tonight. Oklahoma City evened things up with the Nuggets, winning 92-87 today. Their second round best-of-7, all tied at 2 apiece as of right now. NHL playoff action, Mikko Rantanen had a goal and 2 assists, including one on the tie-breaking goal off Alexander Petrovic's skate, as the Dallas Stars beat the Winnipeg Jets 5-2, taking a 2-1 lead in that second round Western Conference best-of-7 series. Officials had to review the goal for more than 5 minutes before confirming it. Meanwhile, earlier today, it was the Dallas Stars, Florida in front of Toronto last check, 2-1, third period. This is SRN Sports. On to Major League Baseball. In the American League, all the games are done for the day. It was Texas over Detroit 6-1. Red Sox beat Kansas City 3-1. Blue Jays 9. Seattle 1. Orioles over the Angels by a 7-3 score, and the Yankees are too much for the A's 12-2. In the National League, the Mets down the Cubs by a 6-2 score. It was the Cardinals running away from the Nationals 6-1. Pittsburgh 4, Atlanta 3. Colorado beat San Diego 9-3 today. It was the Dodgers 8 and Arizona 1. In interleague play today, all the games are finally in the barn. Ronel Blanco struck out a career high 11 and 8 innings, and Sean Durban completed the 2-hitter to lead the Houston Astros to a 6-0 win over the Cincinnati Reds. White Sox also beat Miami 4-2. Milwaukee 4, Tampa Bay 2. It was Minnesota over the Giants 7-6. This is SRN Sports.
Time now for a look at sports. I'm Seth Lawrence with this report. In a game heard here on WHOW, WEZC, and all our digital platforms, Monticello rolled Clinton 12-1 in a run rule non-conference high school baseball win from Clinton on Wednesday. The Sages started hot, scoring 3 runs in the top of the first, courtesy of Dawson Gitros, Carter Foran, and Eli Kraft. The Maroons spotted in the bottom half of the inning when Ryan Pine had an RBI that scored Colton Walker. It was all Monticello from there as 7 of the Sages' 9 batters crossed the plate. The Sages were led by Foran, who was the serve pro of Piatt DeWitt County Player of the Game. He went 3 for 4 with an RBI and scored 3 runs. Grant Kiger was 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored. Kraft, Vance, and Eric Arnold were all 1 for 3, while Dawson Gitros was 1 for 4 with a run scored. The Maroons were led by Colton Walker, who was the Clinton serve pro of Piatt DeWitt County's Player of the Game. He was 1 for 3 with a run scored. Cole Fentress went 1 for 2, while Carter Bostic was 1 for 1. On the mound for Monticello was Carter Foran. He allowed a run on 3 hits, struck out 6, and walked 2. Monticello improves to 24-5 overall, while Clinton falls to 13-15. The Sages take on Champaign Central this afternoon, while Clinton hosts Decatur St. Teresa on Friday. Hear the action on WHOW and all its digital platforms. Argenta-Oreana scored 5 runs in the first and second innings, rolling to a 10-0 3-inning run rule win over Blue Ridge on Wednesday in Lincoln Prairie Conference high school baseball from Argenta. The 5-run first was highlighted by Mason Markham singling home MJ Hall and advanced Carson West to third. Ashton Sample then hit a double, bringing in West and Markham. Later in the frame, Austin Maxey stole home. Markham went 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs, while Sample had a double and 2 RBIs. Argenta-Oreana is 13-10 overall and 8-3 in the Lincoln Prairie Conference. They will visit Decatur St. Teresa this afternoon. Normal Community blank crosstown rival Bloomington 10-0 in Big 12 Conference high school baseball action Wednesday at Bloomington High School. The Ironmen jumped out early in the first when Max Heineman singled home Kyle Beatty, and Caleb Harris had a sac fly, scoring Drew Stevens to make it 2-0. Normal Community put up a 5-spot in the second, capped by a Stevens double, scoring Gavin Swartz and Heineman. Gavin Michaels followed with another double, scoring courtesy runner Gavin Bourne, extending the lead to 7-0. Jonah Roper tossed 5 scoreless innings for the Ironmen, allowing 2 hits and striking out 7. Luke Corbin closed out the final 2 innings, allowing a hit and struck out 4. Stevens was 2 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs to lead Normal Community. Heineman finished 2 for 3, while Michaels had a double and 2 runs batted in. Bloomington falls to 18-12 overall and 11-7 in the Big 12. Normal Community moves to 28-4 and 17-1 in Big 12 play. They host East Peoria on Saturday. Mount Pulaski struggled offensively in a 6-0 loss to Havana on Wednesday in Tomahawk Conference high school baseball action from Mount Pulaski. Liam Smith and Luke Martin recorded the only hits of the day for the Hilltoppers. Mount Pulaski drops to 18-5 overall and 3-1 in the Tomahawk. They travel to El Paso Gridley this afternoon. Peoria Richwoods completed the 2-game season sweep of Normal West with a 5-1 Big 12 Conference win Wednesday in Peoria. The Wildcats struggled to generate offense, managing only 3 hits for the game. The Cooper Temples doubled in Nolan Schultz for the only Wildcats run in the 5th. Temples was 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. Schultz went 1 for 3, while Chase Newth was 1 for 2. Normal West drops to 19-11 overall and 13-5 in the Big 12. They'll host Chatham Glenwood on Saturday. Charlie Severino hit a walk-off grand slam, sending Pleasant Plains past Lincoln 8-4 in an 8-inning non-conference high school baseball thriller on Wednesday. Lincoln rallied to a lead twice, trailing 2-0 in the second. Carson Komnick doubled home Griffin Shaw to bring Lincoln within 2-1 in the third. Drew Hayes singled home Ashton Corley to tie the game at 2. Then Shaw followed with a single to score Hayes to put Lincoln ahead 3-2. The Cardinals tied the game at 3 in the 6th before the Rail Splitters went back in front in the 7th. Plains would tie the score in the bottom half before the walk-off grand slam by Severino in the extra frame. Shaw led the Rail Splitters, going 3 for 4 with an RBI. Corley was 2 for 3 with a double. Hayes was 2 for 4 with an RBI and a double, while Komnick finished 2 for 4 with an RBI and a double. Lincoln drops to 11-15 overall. They will host Auburn this afternoon. Argenta-Oreana pulled away from Arcola 13-2 in a Lincoln Prairie Conference high school softball win on Wednesday in Argenta. Elisa Armstrong pitched a complete game in circle for the Lady Bombers, allowing only 3 hits and 2 runs while striking out 11. Karma Giles had a 5th inning home run for Argenta-Oreana. Emmy Reynolds went 3 for 4, while Armstrong drove in 4 for the Lady Bombers. Angelina Madrigal and Piper Jones hit doubles in the win. The Lady Bombers ran the table in the Lincoln Prairie to finish 10-0 in league play and improve to 15-11 overall. They host Riverton this afternoon. A 4-run second inning helped Heyworth rally past Decatur St. Teresa 7-4 in the regular season finale of non-conference high school softball action Wednesday in Heyworth. After St. T went up 2-0 in the first, Heyworth responded in the bottom of the second with 4 runs driven in by a hit by a pitch, 2 walks, and a sac fly, all with the bases loaded. The Lady Hornets added another run in the 6th inning. Gabby Dow was 0 for 2 with 2 RBIs on walks. Sydney Ditchin finished 2 for 4, and Haley Rogers had an RBI. The Lady Hornets finished the regular season 10-16 overall. It's off to regional action next week. Eureka rolled to an easy 14-2 10-run rule win over Clinton Wednesday in non-conference high school softball action from Clinton. The Lady Maroons scored in the bottom of the first inning when Hadley Humble singled, scoring Annalise Thompson. Clinton added another in the bottom of the second when Thompson flew out to center, scoring Adriana Cesaris. Humble was 1 for 2 with an RBI. Thompson finished 1 for 3 for the Lady Maroons. Clinton drops to 1-6 overall. Wednesday was the regular season finale for Clinton. They will take on Maroa Forsyth in regional quarterfinal action on Monday in Forsyth. Hear the action on WHOW and all its digital platforms. Mattoon scored 4 runs in the first inning, and it proved to be the difference as they held off a late Monticello rally in a 4-3 non-conference high school softball win Wednesday in Mattoon. Trailing 4-0 in the top of the 6th, Sadie Walsh and Cassidy Stoffel led off the inning with singles. 2 batters later, Isabella Beery doubled in Walsh for the Sages' first run. Allie Widener followed with a single that scored both Beery and Lawhead, running for Stoffel, putting Monticello within 1 at 4-3. Beery finished 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI, while Widener was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Stoffel pitched a complete game for Monticello, allowing 4 runs on 7 hits and striking out 9. The Lady Sages dropped to 23-6 overall. They host Arthur Ocock Christian on Friday. Hear the action on 95.9 FM, WEZC, and online at DeWittDailyNews.com. Get sports anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Shane here from Highway 51 Exchange, just south of Clinton. Let us service your lawn and garden equipment for spring with our quick turnaround and service specials for free pickup and delivery. Click our icon on DeWittDailyNews.com for details.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police blotter, weather forecast, and more with no paywall. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
At Newfields Ag, they know that when your corn crop needs a nitrogen boost, time is of the